Welcome to week number 3 of the DTMRS, the DTMmovies.com racing series. This week we're coming out of Road Atlanta, and we have 5 racers, including Hendricks, our current points leader, Maximilian, a rookie, VA Races, El Nino, and Amaze Satsuma. Oh, and already Amaze Satsuma and Hendricks have gone off. They went into that first turn way too fast, and now they're going to have to fight their way from the back of the pack to see if they can get into a point-scoring position. The same thing happened last week when Hendricks messed up early in the race, and he was forced to fight his way back through the pack. Last week he only came in second. We'll see if he can do any better this week. Already he's come up behind Amaze Satsuma. He's already come up behind El Nino, but El Nino is not giving way. El Nino is going to fight for that position. He's currently in 3rd place. And he wants to keep that place. He's not going to make it easy for Hendricks to go back. Oh, he's knocked a cone in front of Hendricks. Hendricks goes wide, tries the outside line. El Nino blocks. Oh, El Nino blocks the outside line, but then Hendricks came back on the inside and took the position away. That was an incredible move on Hendricks' part. That was a nice try on El Nino to try to block him, but Hendricks wasn't having any of it. He just went on the inside and took the position away. Now he's in 3rd place behind Maximilian and VA Races. Maximilian driving a beautiful black Lamborghini, and here's Amaze Satsuma missing a couple of apexes there. VA Races is currently in the lead in the DTMmovies.com sponsored Ferrari. The rookie is closing on him. Maximilian is doing an excellent job in his debut here on the DTMRS. He's already up to 2nd place. It looks like he's going to try to. Oh, he went a little bit wide there, but he's still fairly close to VA Races. He may be able to make this pass. Hendricks is hanging back, letting the two battle it out, looking for the perfect time to make his move. Look at these guys, they're side by side. VA Races in the lead. Maximilian trying to use the extra torque. He's driving a V12. VA Races only has the V8 in that Ferrari. And oh look, he's made the pass. He made the pass on the straightaway. Maximilian is our current leader, with Hendricks in 3rd place coming up. Oh, this is an incredible battle for position here. Oh, Maximilian goes wide on that turn. He misses his braking point, and now he's back into 4th place, just like that in a matter of seconds. Now we have VA Races with Hendricks in 2nd. El Nino's in 3rd place, and El Nino's in 4th place, and Maximilian is in 3rd place. This is an incredible race. This is one of the closest races we've ever had here on the DTMRS. Hendricks currently has VA Races in his sights. He's been able to pass him before in races previously, but this time it's like VA Races is going to make it a little bit more difficult for him. Oh, VA Races comes in on the outside line. He tries the same move that Hendricks tried earlier. Oh, the results are a little bit different though, because he's not able to use the extra power that Hendricks has in the turbo. Oh, he has to slide in behind him, trying to use the draft to catch up with him. Hendricks did an incredible job in the matter of laps, coming from last place back up to 1st place. And this is he's 171 miles per hour down this straightaway. VA Races only a few feet behind him. Oh, and while that battle was going on, El Nino was able to come up, and now El Nino is challenging for 2nd place, trying to take it away from VA Races. And Maximilian is in 4th place, right up with the leaders. It's like he's going to be able to make it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. He just went slamming into that, about 100 miles an hour. He went slamming into that. He knocked a piece of his car away. Let's see what happened. He's still sliding. Check the replay. Oh, and he just goes wide. Just runs out of road. A few more feet, he would have made that, but no. Oh, look, the pieces of his car flying off. Look at that. You can see the piece of his car in the air. Look at that right there. that is Lamborghini right there. That's a piece of a Lamborghini. That's about a $50,000 worth of car just flying through the air. And look at that, 100% damage, of course, because he has no front wing, so that's going to be 100% damage there. Oh, Amaze Satsuma is also off. Luckily, he didn't hit anything, so it's like he's going to be able to catch back up. Maximilian was doing so well. He just overdrove that last corner. See, that's the difference. He's going to get better, but that's the difference between speed and experience. Experience would have told him that he should have just laid back a little bit because there are a lot of turns. You don't have to make a pass on every turn. If you don't have the speed, you can just wait. But Maximilian's aggression got a little bit of the better of him, and he just went straight into that wall. Hendricks is our current leader, followed by VA Races. And behind him is El Nino. I believe Maximilian was able to get back started before he was passed by Amaze Satsuma, so Maximilian is still in 4th place. And he's gonna go and try to get some of that damage fixed. I'm sure he has engine damage, suspension damage. The engine and suspension damage is gonna be able to get fixed, but that body work, that's not coming back. So he's gonna have to go through the rest of the race without the downforce that front wing was helping him out with. While he's in the pits, he's going to get passed by Amaze Satsuma. So Amaze Satsuma takes over 4th place as he goes off the road again. He's been fighting that car for the last 2 or 3 races. The Amaze Satsuma's Volkswagen is really a beast to handle. Here's Hendricks. The Road Atlanta is a very short and fast track, so it doesn't eat up tires, but still, Hendricks is going to come in on, I believe this is lap 5, about halfway through the race. Remember, in the DTMRS, you're required to make at least 1 pit stop during the race, and VA Races and El Nino, all 3 leaders are in the pits at the same time. VA Races is leaving the pits just as El Nino enters, and as you can see in the distance that Hendricks is also leaving. This is an extremely long pit road. These drivers must be beside themselves, just waiting, itching to get back on the accelerator. But there's a 60-mile-per-hour speed limit down this pit lane, and they're not going to be able to get up to speed until they get out of it. It's an extremely long pit lane. El Nino's on his way back out. This is an excruciating wait to get back racing here. And while he's gone, while El Nino's waiting to get back out, Amaze Satsuma comes up and makes the pass. So Amaze Satsuma is now in 3rd place. We have Hendricks in 1st, VA Races 2nd, 3rd Amaze Satsuma, 4th El Nino now, and 5th is Maximilian. El Nino was passed coming out of the pits, which means that Amaze Satsuma still needs to make a pit stop. So once Amaze Satsuma makes that stop, El Nino should be able to get his position back. Maximilian, on the other hand, is going to have to get his position back the hard way because he's already made his pit stop. He's just going to have to flat out drive faster to get back in the points paying position. Here's VA Races doing his best to catch up with Hendricks, who is way out in the lead. Going upwards of 175 miles per hour down that last. Oh! El Nino is not going to wait for Amaze Satsuma to make a pit stop to pass him. He's trying to pass him now, and Amaze Satsuma's having none of it. They bump, and El Nino goes a little wide there. Amaze Satsuma does not go in there. He's going to stay out. He's going to make El Nino fight for that position. Amaze Satsuma does not go into the pit stop. Look at that car weaving on the road. He must have some kind of damage because he's not able to keep that thing going in a straight line. El Nino's trying to pick a spot where he's going to pass him. I don't know if he's going to be able to pass him right here because El Nino's been. Oh, I was just about to say El Nino's been driving a pretty good race, so it's going to be a hard decision to make exactly where El Nino's wants him trying to go for the pass here. putting a lot of pressure on Amaze Satsuma. It's going to be interesting to see if Amaze Satsuma is able to calm down and not bow to the pressure, because El Nino's just and Amaze Satsuma goes into the wall. I was just saying that he was getting a lot of pressure put on him, and I guess the pressure just got to him, and he tried to brake late in that turn, missed the apex, and just once you hit the grass, basically all traction is going. You're going to keep sliding until you hit something. Here's VA Races coming down that first straight, passing bits and pieces of Maximilian's Lamborghini. The DTM Movies Racing Series is sponsored by DTMMovies.com, the best place to buy the best movies. Over 35,000 DVDs and games in stock, including Blu-ray, HD DVD, Xbox, Wii, and Nintendo DS. DTMMovies.com. Buy more movies, pay less money. Let's get back to racing. Maximilian must feel terrible having to drive past his pieces of his car all over the road like that. I can imagine what must be going through his head. Look at that, another piece he just drove by. You can see Amaze Satsuma goes into the wall, and Maximilian is coming up fast on Amaze Satsuma. It's like he's going to try to make a pass on one of these upcoming straights. Maximilian is driving really hard trying to get. If it wasn't for that, you got to believe it wasn't for that incident in the first part of the race, he'd be right up there with the leaders right now. Nice clean pass on the outside, and here's El Nino. No tire wear, 171 miles per hour coming down that back straight into the S turn. That's a very difficult S turn. Earlier, Maximilian overshot it, Amaze Satsuma overshot it, but El Nino, driving his very conservative style, has made almost perfect turns every time. And it's very easy to make mistakes on Road Atlanta because you're going, there's a lot of high-speed straights and that go to a very, very tight turns. If you miss your braking point, like VA Races did just there, you'll find yourself in the dirt. Amaze Satsuma finally comes into the pits to take care of some of that damage. Plus, it's a mandatory pit stop. And we have our current leader, race leader, and the current leader in the DTM Movies Racing Series Championship, Hendricks and Subaru, coming on the final S curve. Amaze Satsuma is leaving the pits. Road Atlanta is a very fast, fairly short track, so we're already on lap, I believe we're on lap 9 already in this race. Amaze Satsuma took, oh wait a minute, Hendricks is coming up fast on Amaze Satsuma. Oh, he came out of the pits at the exact wrong time for Hendricks. This may slow Hendricks down enough for VA Races to come back and pass him. Oh, it looks like Amaze Satsuma is actually battling for position, but he's trying not to be put a lap down. It's too late. He's already a lap down. So, oh! He's actually spun Hendricks. Amaze Satsuma came and let's take a look at the replay. Oh, that's the last thing that Hendricks wants. In a collision with Amaze Satsuma, who was not driving for position there, he got in a collision. Oh, spun him out of control. This may be exactly what VA Racing needs to catch up with him because he wasn't that far behind him. And with that spin, if Hendricks can't get going back fast enough, here we have VA Racing. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick up the pace and catch up with him. VA Races has come in behind Hendricks on every race so far in this series. When Hendricks comes in first, VA Races comes in second. The one time Hendricks came in second, VA Races came in third. So you know VA Races wants to try to make up this turn, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make this race the race he beats Hendricks, because Hendricks has come around the final S turn on the final curve, and the winner of the third race in the DTMMovies.com racing series at Road Atlanta is Hendricks. Incredible race, very exciting race, some of the closest racing we've had all season. We have the standings here. First place, Hendricks. VA Races in second place. Third place, El Nino. Fourth place, Maximilian. And Amaze Satsuma rounds out the top 5. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Come back next week when we'll be at Sebring Raceway.